celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Northwestern's offense will come out first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Baker. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Northwestern will have to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Hauls it in, looking for space. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Golden Gophers offense will go to work for the first time. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Rides the back on the option, the give. Tackled at the 31, they'll give him 6 on the play.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Finds his man. It's Holly. All right, guys, let's talk about Northwestern. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Breaks into the open. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And the Wildcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Now he's going to break the pocket. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Wildcats are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got an open man. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They want to run it left here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. They get set for the point after. We have the first score of the game.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, the clock has hit zeros. Here's a look at the big moment from that battle in the Pac-12. Utah State proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Aggies team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. Just another week in the Pac-12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Hard running there. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got it in the middle. It's Blunt. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Dropping back, it's Baker. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got a man. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Good timing on the quick out. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. That last completion sets him up on second down. They'll run it from the gun. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Surging forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get back.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Back to throw, it's Baker. The short hands, it's Holly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Caught in the backfield, it's Blunt. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. Oh, the attempt is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Did the work himself. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Sets up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Carpenter. He finds a dead spot in the middle. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. And the Golden Gophers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He's looking to pass. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Minnesota! Looking for the tie with the extra point. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun. Give on the inside. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4-yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. The Wildcats line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll move the tight end. He'll do it himself. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air, it's Baker. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush. But with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
Fires to the middle. That's caught. It's Covey. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's coming. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. The Wildcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Now on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on third down. Bringing the heat. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Northwestern!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Carpenter. Rushes on him. Oh, he makes the catch. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Grabbed over the middle. It's Raw. They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He hurls one deep down the left side. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
And that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. Two teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ryan Field.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Wildcats will boot it away to start the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Back to pass, it's Carpenter. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
You sort of get the feeling here in the second half with the game tied. It very easily could come down to which of these two quarterbacks has the football last. Bit of a blown opportunity there on 3rd down with that incompletion. This guy's going to have to lock in for the remainder of the game.
Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. To the air on 1st down. He'll off one deep down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. Here he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
That's the exact opposite of what this defense drew up in the locker room. You want to stop giving up explosive plays. You want to play deep, make the offense earn it. But play one, they put the ball in the air, down the field. DB can't make a play. Not only that, the run after the catch, a disastrous start for this defense.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Here's a heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. The Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The sure hands. It's long. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Snagged in the middle. It's Barker. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Golden Gophers have their offense in high gear. Going with the ground game left. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Might be looking to run. He's going to take off. There he goes. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. And the Golden Gophers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He'll keep it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Carpenter. Finds a spot in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. They'll run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota!
I mean, 4th and goal, and what does he do? He makes plays. This is why quarterbacks with this kind of athletic ability are so hard to stop. Big-time money down on 4th down, and the quarterback makes the play for him.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Rides to back and leaves it. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Hand off from the shotgun. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Golden Gophers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The play action fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The Golden Gophers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Carpenter. Moves away as he feels pressure. He's going to run it. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Defense gets it done this time, perhaps taking away a little of that bravado that this quarterback has shown running the ball.
And when you see it, you kind of get accustomed to it. You get used to the speed. You get used to it.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing end, but haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
the Northwestern offense returns to the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the back. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's high.
Slant routes. They're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage, too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
To the air. It's Baker. He's got him. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
Northwestern moving the ball expeditiously. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Running it to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. It's complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They get him on the ground, but they'll move the chains. First down, Northwestern. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To throw, it's Baker. Throws to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Northwestern. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
And he tacks on the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Pressure coming. Makes the catch.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Still on his feet at the 40. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field.
Fourth quarter, obviously, trailing in a football game, you're going to need this dude, your quarterback, to make plays. And you got to call plays like this where it's a pass, and he still takes off and gets the first down. It's his time. It's the fourth quarter. You're trailing. The ball's in his hands.
Looking for a man. It's Carpenter. Shoots it to the left. He makes the catch. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking downfield on first down. He'll pull it down and run. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, guys, fourth quarter, you're trailing. You know that they're going to be throwing the ball and trying to be aggressive and try to climb back into this one. Couldn't come up with it there on second down. Let's see what happens on third.
Right on the money. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Now improvising. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
They'll stop him short on third down in this defense, trying to make sure they stay on top. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Going for 6. Into the end zone. It's caught for a touchdown. No time left on the clock, and they can tie it with the extra point or win it with 2.
How about this execution late in the game, scoring the touchdown with no time on the clock? These fans are shocked, and they are so quiet. Now, you want to send them home with an L and go for 2? You want to kick the PAT and go to OT?
Back to throw, it's Carpenter. Moving out of the pocket. He is into the end zone. The call works. The game is over, and they win it with that one. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and it usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports. sport, Paul Bunyan's axe stands tall as the prize for the game we have today. A battle that puts the spotlight on these two great institutions as we wait to see who will walk out with a sharp piece of hardware. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Wisconsin Badgers. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Golden Gophers will put toe to leather and will get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Wisconsin's offense will get the first swing of the game. A lot of tight finishes when the Gophers and the Badgers battle for the Axe. Minnesota taking a tight one last time out.
And I promise you, Wisconsin's heard about that all year long. Minnesota getting the Axe a year ago. You see the film, you see the highlights of it, Palmer, and you want to change that start.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Badgers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off the play fake. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Badgers will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So Minnesota's offense will go to work for the first time today. Jesse, they've got a running back they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
It's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Quarterback on the keeper. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Looking to scramble. Slithers into space. And he'll slide after picking up the 1st down.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Golden Gophers are on the move. From the red zone, looking for a space. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Takes a handoff. It's Law. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Buys a little time with his feet. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
football oftentimes gets won by the teams who play the best on the critical down and distances. What an amazing play by that quarterback on third down. Able to put his team on his back, use his legs to extend and buy time, and then go score. Awesome job.
To the ground with the back. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Badgers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the offense is really backed up as this ball is down at the 5. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
When offenses run these slant routes, it's about putting the ball right on the numbers, and defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away. See where he's at, break on the football. Poor angles there by the defense. The offense took advantage with some nice yards after the catch.
Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
They'll run play action. Dances away to buy time. Going to try to get it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down?
And we've seen this several times now. He is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. And the Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. quickly to the tight end. These old rivals have gone at it for a long time. First meeting way back in 1890. It is the most played rivalry at the highest level of college football.
Yeah, you're right, Reese. And even though this game hasn't always had national championship implications or Heisman Trophy implications necessarily, this game defines what's so great about college football. It's the rivalries, right? You don't have to be necessarily a fan of either of these two schools, but appreciating the history, I think, is what makes this game so unique.
Yeah, and the trophy games are so fun, just to watch the teams react at the end. And they know, starting this game off, one of them is going to run across the field and get an enormous axe. How flippin' cool is that?
Trying play action. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
See, not all linebackers are just big meatheads, right, that come downhill and hit you in the mouth. What a good job of understanding. It's a passing situation. I drop back. I see it. I break on the football in zone coverage. Give me that rock.
Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Carpenter. He's got it. At the 35, he's loose. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Give to the running back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. The Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Paul Bunyan's axe is one of the great trophies in college football, but you know, they used to play for a slab of bacon before it disappeared. And you rather play for an axe or a slab of bacon, Dave?
Absolutely, I'd rather play for an axe. Way more tough, way more manly. And by the way, I don't eat bacon anyways. I don't need the food. Paul will give me the axe.
I'm going to go bacon because bacon makes everything taste better, and it's the smoky notes that really give it that extra little flair. So I'll go bacon, but can I cut it with the axe?
Quarterback floating away from pressure. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Looking to throw again. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route, and by the time he got his head around, ball was already there, and he just wasn't able to stab it.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off play action. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Gets rid of it. Hauls it in. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Looking deep. He's got it inside the 30.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense,
turning it on. Quick step and go. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the 1st half. They'll try to get it in with the run. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again.
Big guy tries to nail it in. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Badger!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the 1st half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Carpenter. Gets it out quickly. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Golden Gophers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught near the sticks. It's Young. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Intercepted for the 11th time. Taking it the other way.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, Paul Bunyan's axe on the line, and already Minnesota and Wisconsin have given us some stirring moments. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect 1st half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Minnesota and Wisconsin plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Badgers will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground to start the 2nd half. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Carpenter. Get it out on the screen. At the 35, he's open. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. First down for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's long. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. And the Golden Gophers will snap it on first and 10. On the run, it's long. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Touchdown, Minnesota! And that one will give them the lead.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. And the Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Fighting off the defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Got his man on the right. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. He'll pull it on the read. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Golden Gophers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They've been running it, but now the pass. Fires to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Looking downfield, it's Carpenter. Quarterback moving. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He'll do it himself. Breaks the tackle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First down, 10 yards to go. They'll try the run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Badgers line up to punt it away.
Number 15, on to punt it away.
A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Fullback's got it. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And with the lead in the 4th quarter, this offense has to run the ball, and it's not just going to be the tailback. That time they give it to the fullback. Don't be surprised if you see the quarterback, maybe even receivers running it here in the 4th quarter.
They'll leave it with him. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's ball. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's ball. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. It's long. And the Wildcat has turned to disaster. A big loss as the defense was all over it. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half. And it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Badgers want to move quickly.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second and regroup before running this next play.
A couple of guys there to get him on the ground. The Badgers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Makes the grab. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Gets the back moving. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's not afraid to go deep. Touchdown, Wisconsin! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. To the air. It's Carpenter. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Listen to this place. Oh, man, they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. Looking to scramble. Trying to escape and get it. Breaks into the open. And maybe they try to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. They want that clock to run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Ball. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Ball. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Yeah, not enough movement up front. You got to be a little bit more physical with this offense, but now it's 4th and 1. Another opportunity. You go for it there, you pick up some yardage. Now you made it a little bit short. Now this offense has really got to get physical.
Going for the marker on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
And so in this old-school, heated Big Ten rivalry, Paul Bunyan's axe will be headed to Minnesota as the Gophers outlast the Badgers. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.